Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, Ban Ki-moon came to Kenya, and for those of you who still remember him, he is a South Korean and a diplomat who served as the 8th Secretary General of the United Nations between 2007 and 2016. And prior to his appointment as Secretary General, Ban Ki-moon was a South Korean Minister of Foreign Affairs and Trade between 2004 and 2006. So perhaps you're asking yourself, how comes I'm bringing on board Ban Ki-moon in this discussion? Now guess what? There was a forum that involved the delegation that came with Ban Ki-moon, the government officials, and there was Gladys Wanga. Now, during that engagement, a Gen Z rose up and delivered a statement that was an embarrassment to Gladys Wanga. So I'd like us to listen to this video.
Your Excellency Ban Ki-moon, I want to tell you that the governor sitting here, the governor of Homa Bay, one of the people come from Homa Bay. He's dead right now. I'm sorry to say that. May his soul continue resting in peace. His name is OJUANG. OJUANG was killed in police custody. The only thing our lovely governor did was to issue a statement only. That's the only thing she did.
From that video, I have a very interesting question to you, ladies and gentlemen. Gen Zs are pushing for their rights, freedom of expression, and so many things which we all agree on. But that forum where Ban Ki-moon was attending, it was some kind of engagement. Do you think it was the right forum to bring on board the issue of OJUANG's murder? Let's just be honest, ladies and gentlemen. Gen Zs are pushing for all the positive agendas. But do you think that was the right forum for that Gen Z, we use that word Gen Z, to have brought in such kind of an argument about OJUANG's murder? Of course, if you looked at that video, you realize that ilibidi akatwe pale asiongee, kwa sababu it was some kind of embarrassment, and it was not a good, according to them, it was not a good place to talk about the death of someone. You know, to bring to the attention, to Ban Ki-moon's attention, the death of someone, a citizen, you know. Now, I want us to explore this story. People have talked about it. The government was not impressed, but people have talked about it. So I'd like us to go into deeper on the story, ladies and gentlemen. But first and foremost, kindly support the work of our channel by liking this video. Subscribe to our channel if you had not subscribed before. And to our existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Again, there's something about Ban Ki-moon which I need to take you through. You know, when he came to Kenya, William Ruto conferred Kenya's high state of honor to, on Ban Ki-moon in recognition of his outstanding service to humanity. So we can as well say that Ban Ki-moon was in the country for a good cause. But the big question, just like I told you, is that the right forum for the youth to have brought in that kind of statement? This story of OJUANG has not been concluded. So as to why the Gen Z chose, that youth chose to give that kind of statement in the presence of Ban Ki-moon, maybe he was trying to push an agenda. But he portioned the blame on Gladys Wanga, who all the time was, she was just quiet there, didn't know what to do, what kind of response to give. Because hata yeye alikuwa ameshtuka, you know? He never expected that kind of a narrative would be brought in pale.
Your Excellency Ban Ki-moon, I want to tell you that the governor sitting here, the governor of Homa Bay, one of the people come from Homa Bay. He's dead right now. I'm sorry to say that. May his soul continue resting in peace. His name is OJUANG. OJUANG was killed in police custody. The only thing our lovely governor did was to issue a statement only. That's the only thing she did. As I finish, I want to say this. I'm finishing, Your Excellency, please. Professor Vakyogen, I'm finishing. Because, you know, we are saying that we want the youth to have a voice, but I'm about to be silenced, you know. So anyway, as I finish, I want to say that I want to comment on enabling environment for youth adaptation. For youth adaptation to be there, we need to have an enabling environment. We need to have structures, we need to have policies, we need to have mechanisms that will ensure this youth for adaptation that you're talking about is actually taking place, and it's not only on papers. With that short remarks, I have a lot to say, but with those short remarks and for the respect of the event, allow me to sit down. Thank you so much.
Very well spoken indeed. And just for the record, no one is being silenced here. We are listening because, but, there is a but. We at the Global Center on Adaptation, we are razor focused. Meaning, there is a conversation for any topic at the right time, at the right place. So I call upon you to focus today on what you can influence in this boardroom. And in this boardroom, we are committed to carry your vision for transformation on the continent, on jobs, on education, on voice, point 6, on women empowerment, on locally led adaptation. That is your central message. And I hope and I call upon you that today's event will be in the spirit of forward-leaning, inclusive, respectful, practical, and razor focused. So thank you very much indeed.
I suspect that if the youth had been given more time, he was going to mention the name of DIG. Honestly speaking, this matter of Albert OJUANG has been talked about by global news channels. BBC, CNN, Al Jazeera, they've talked about this. WION, you know, they have talked about it. The local media channels, just forget about them. All of them have been sharing that story. But the global TV channels, 90% have been talking about that matter. So, ladies and gentlemen, just go below in the comment section and tell us whether you think that forum was the right forum to bring on board that matter of Albert OJUANG. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.